Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome to the class. Mataji, just give me a few minutes. I'm going to switch to my computer. Till then, we can start the prayers.
Yes, Mataji, we can chant. Hare Krishna. Is there anybody available to chant 21 times of Hare Krishna?
Now, first we'll start with prayers.
Prayers, okay, Mataji. Okay. Let's start with the prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuram Litanyena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshatarine जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे.
Anybody there to chant 21 times?
Abhigya can chant, I guess, Mataji. She's on video.
Who?
Abhigya?
Oh, Abhigya, okay. Oh, Monica has raised hand. Monica, do you want to chant?
Sure, Mataji.
Okay. Can you come on video?
Okay. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Shakti Gaur Bhaktivinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Monica. Very nice chanting. And thank you all for joining today. So with the blessings of Srila Prabhupada and the spiritual masters, we will start. What are we going to discuss today? Any idea? We are at which chapter? last class, what activities did we do on which chapter? Yes, Samvedya.
We did activities of chapter 5, so we're doing chapter 6 today.
Yeah, we are doing chapter 6 today.
Mataji, there is one here from Lokshri Acharya. She is joining.
Yeah, Lokshri Acharya.
Yeah, she's ninth grade. She's going and she became vegetarian. Means
Wow,
yeah, she
wonderful. Lokshri, welcome.
she may join the class maybe.
Yes, thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Okay, so give you a little introduction. We are doing chapter-wise summary of Bhagavad Gita. 1 week summary, and then the next week we will do activities based on that chapter. So we are in chapter 6. So before that, it's just a random question. Anything that you learned till 5 chapters, any one point, if few of you can share that you remember. Yes, Abhigya.
I learned that like worshiping Krishna is better than like worshiping any other demigods because like it all eventually goes to him. I also learned that it's better to work in devotion than like renounce work in general. And I learned the importance of like learning transcendental knowledge because it eliminates ignorance and about learning it from a bona fide spiritual master.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Monica?
I learned that you have to do your duty no matter what.
That's very nice. Thank you, Monica. Anybody else? From the first 5 chapters of Bhagavad Gita, any point? Anything that you remember that we discussed?
You're not this body, you are the soul, and you should give food to the soul by chanting Hare Krishna.
Wonderful, Balavrinda. Yes. That's a prime point in chapter 2. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. So did you learn about offering to Krishna? Why should we offer what we eat first to Krishna?
Otherwise, it will be a sin.
Because
Eknasishtasana
Mataji, he's
Santa.
the enjoyer.
He's the enjoyer. Okay, Sunita? What
Uh,
way?
As the chapter 3, 13th verse says, Eknasishtasana Santo Muchyante Sarvakilpishahi Bunjate Te Tvagam Papa Ye Pachanti Atmakarnat. So that means you will be the thief if you do not offer to the
Yes.
uh,
Very
who
true.
is the giver. Yes.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji, she is the Mataji, she stays in College Station. Her son wants to join the class. Maybe he's in a different class now. She joined. Yeah. Thank you, Mataji, for joining. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. That was a very nice point. Yeah, because we don't deserve to eat the food. We didn't make the sunshine, water, moon, or the earth to hold the seeds and grow. None of this is in our power of creation, right? So Krishna has created this system, and demigods are in charge of these systems. And if we take them without offering them in return, in gratitude, then we are called thieves, as Mataji said. So this completes a cycle of sacrifice. When we offer to Krishna, or the devatas, demigods are also satisfied. What do you think? Yes, Abhigya?
Yes, Mataji, when you worship Krishna, all demigods are satisfied because the analogy of like watering the roots of the tree and then the water like and nutrients spreading to like the branches and the leaves is better and more efficient than watering each individual leaf or twig.
Very nice. Thank you, Abhigya. So yeah, when we water the root, it nourishes the whole tree. Every single part of the tree is nourished when the root is watered. Similarly, when we offer food to Krishna, demigods who are also part and parcel of Krishna are all nourished and worshipped in a proper way. Okay, so let us do chapter 6 now. So chapter 6, the acronym is STEP. First is, we see first 12 verses, Krishna is talking about what is sannyas and what is bhakti. Oh, this is chapter 5, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, this is chapter 6. Yes. So chapter 6, the acronym is EC. So the first 9 verses is on one thing, like a on and off switch. You have a friend, and then the friend is a friend, and someone who doesn't get along with you, you don't get along with, we stay away, and they may be called an enemy. But is there a case that someone by the turn of the switch can become a friend, and by turn on this off the switch can become an enemy? So Krishna is talking about that important personality in the first 9 verses. Then he's giving the thing of Ashtanga Yoga, Satchakra Yoga or Ashtanga Yoga. And then Arjuna is asking a question, oh my God, it looks so difficult. What do I do, whether it is failure or success? And then Krishna is saying answer to that and finally concluding his opinion of who is the best yogi. Okay, who can read this first verse? Can anyone recite this verse? Yes, Balabrinda.
Shri Bhagavan Vacha Anashita Karma Phalam Karyam Karma Karodya Sasanya Cha Yogi Cha Naniragnya Chakriya.
Very good. So Krishna is saying a sannyasi is the one who is doing work because he has to do without expecting anything. Oh, I am doing this, I get this result. Only then I will do this. So that kind of a fruitive mentality is not for a renounced person. Like someone said, Monica said, we have to work no matter what. We cannot escape work. So similarly, we do devotional service to Krishna without expecting anything in return. Okay, 1 minute. Okay. So then Krishna is telling about this words. Anybody else? We will all take turns. Who has not recited so far? Would you like to recite this verse? Who's that personality who can switch from being a friend to an enemy? Samanvi, do you want to try? I will help you, Samanvi.
Okay. Udarat atman naman manam nanmanam avasatayet atma bahya atmano bandur atmai report atmanaha.
Wonderful, Samanvi. Very good recitation. Can you read the translation also?
Yeah, one must deliver himself with the help of his mind and not degrade himself. The mind is the friend of the conditioned soul and his enemy as well.
Okay. Have you had this experience? Many times people think that I am the mind, isn't it? It may be easy to understand I'm not this body, but people think that I am the mind. Because do you at all have a mind, first of all? How do you prove that you have a mind? If someone asks you, I don't see your face, I see your face, I see your feet, I see your arms, so you have them. And then you may not see the heart, but you know that the doctors, when they open for surgery, we have seen many internal organs. But if they ask you, never see the mind, how do you understand that the mind is there? Yes, Abhigya.
You understand the mind is there by the different actions everyone takes, regardless of the fact that everyone has a brain and like everything else.
Okay.
Choices and actions.
Okay. Actions. Like different people do different actions. Okay. And by what else do you understand? Or are you convinced that there is an entity called mind?
Our intelligence.
Okay. Can you explain?
Well,
Well,
our
Mataji, if you don't like, if someone asks you a question and if you can't answer it, that means you don't have a brain.
No, means you may not have knowledge of that, right? That's stored.
Yeah.
You don't have the information, knowledge of that. Okay. That's one thing. Okay. Shlok,
You can say if you have a brain, then you're also thinking. If you're not thinking, you don't have a brain.
brain is different, right? Brain is also a mechanical or a physical part that you can see. Brain is different from mind and intelligence. Brain is a instrument. Okay, but mind, if someone asks, how do you know you have a mind?
Like, if you can think, then you have a mind.
Ah, that's the point. Isn't it? Are the hands happy or sad? Can you
No,
feel?
it's not alive.
No, it's a dead matter. Okay, mind is also not alive, but mind is subtle matter. So sometimes are you happy and sometimes are you sad?
Yes.
Has everyone here been always happy throughout? Has everyone here been always sad throughout? So, by what do you feel this happiness and sadness? Through your brain, through your eyes, through your heart, through your hands?
Your brain?
Uh, Not exactly. I mean, brain is a maximum that the science can, teach us, right? There are laws that govern that brain is like the center, control center for everything. Like if the brain says, if I am closing my hand, the brain has given the signal to the hand to close. If I'm opening the hand, the fingers, then the brain has given the signal to the hand to open my fingers. But before that, there is something that I decide. I decide to open my fingers out. I decide to close my fingers. Based on that, the brain is giving the signals, right? That decision of desiring is happening in the mind, right? That's why you have psychology, psychiatry, metaphysical science. This is called metaphysical science. Means it may not be the physical science that you know that governs the physical body is not, may not, we cannot use that to govern, to see what is there about the mind. Did you all hear about the word, are you hearing about the word mindfulness in the school and in many places? What do you mean by mindfulness? You want to Google and let me know what's mindfulness? Yes, Abhigya.
Mindfulness is sort of being aware of your surroundings and like thinking about others.
Ah, right. Okay. Anything else that the definition says?
You need to pay attention to your actions.
Hmm. Right. We need to pay attention. See, being thinking, awareness, paying attention, all this is done by the mind. And the desires are coming into the mind. Suppose you see uh, an ad of a wonderful ice cream that's so creamy, that the texture is so good and the flavor is so new. What's your favorite flavor? Anyone wants to say of ice creams?
Yeah, I like Neapolitan and cookies and cream.
Okay, cookies and cream. And Shlok?
There are two different flavors. In India, I like American nuts, and here I like cookies and creams.
Okay, good. Okay, Janavi?
I like mango flavored ice cream.
Okay. Yes, Karthik?
Mint chocolate chip and caramel.
Sorry, can you
Mint
say?
chocolate chip and or caramel.
Milk chocolate chip. Okay. Caramel. Okay, good. Smriti?
I like strawberry ice cream, Mataji.
Strawberry ice cream. Okay. Shruti?
I like coffee ice cream and mint chocolate chip.
Mint chocolate chip. Okay, you're the second person to like that. Yes. So, why? Can you explain why you like it? Shlok.
You like it because like it tastes good. Like you like it tastes good, and like
Okay.
and
It
you
tastes good for you, but not for everyone else. They have the same brain, same tongue, right? What
See, we
flavor
have
does
different taste buds.
yes.
not, the taste buds are also make a physical part and they are the same. Okay, Abhigya.
Well, because everyone likes different things because it's kind of like psychology and they sort of like learn to like that stuff as a child and then they get used to it and end up liking it.
Maybe
Okay.
we don't like certain stuff because of our mind, and our mind like this is like I
Right.
don't like this flavor, so like you don't like it.
Right. Very good. We might have tasted all the flavors, but some flavors we like and some flavors we don't. Karthik, you had something to say?
I was just gonna say because different people like different flavors.
Different people like different flavors because different people are different personalities. Okay, that's the only way to explain that different sorts of likes and dislikes. There may be, twins. Okay, but one twin would love something, the other one would hate that. So, because we are individual spirit souls and we act through our mind, we still are not our mind. Okay, remember that. Mind is also an instrument, but it's very subtle. And actually, all the things that we physically do are first enacted in the mind. Basically, we work with our mind. Okay. But sometimes the mind is the friend, and sometimes the mind is an enemy. Can you explain why? When does the mind become your friend? Yes, Karthik.
Well, I actually saw a video on this once. Your mind is like a child on a sugar rush. Let's put it that way. And when it's wanting all these different things, some of them may not be good for you, but it still wants it. So that could be like when it's your enemy. And some of them might get you into trouble. But if your mind also wants something that's reasonable or something that you're allowed to do, or even something that, would be good, beneficial for you, then it's your friend.
Wonderful. Thank you. Yes, Abhigya?
Like Karthik said, the mind helps you make choices, therefore, the choices can either be good or bad for you. In the cases when it's good and it helps you do the right thing, it's your friend. But when it doesn't and it like leads you in the wrong direction or the wrong path, then it's not, it's your enemy.
Very nice. Yes. So friend means friend is a well-wisher. Friend wants a friend to be happy and not suffer. Sometimes enemy is not a well-wisher. Enemy wants somebody, yeah, let her suffer like that. So mind becomes an enemy when we when we choose some choices that bring suffering to us later on. Okay, yes, Shruti, you had something to say?
I was just gonna add on to that and just say like your mind can be your friend when you're like attaining like new knowledge and you're thinking about good things. And then when you have like wants and desires that are like bad, that's when it's your enemy.
Yeah, very true, right? Yes, Samvedya.
Yes, also a bit into like developing on what other people said. If your mind sometimes can be your enemy when it creates thoughts that like aren't good, like like when you start to get paranoid about something, it just causes you more stress. But it can also be your friend because it can help you through hard times.
Wonderful, Samvedya. Yes. Sometimes the mind is obsessed with something, right? I want this. I want this. Why am I not getting this? Like she says, we are obsessed or paranoid of something, then the mind loses all happiness and only, pinned on that. But the irony is, even when you get it, then the mind switches over to another thing to want more. It's not the end of life. When you get something what you very badly want, it's not that the mind is going to remain satisfied and, become friend. It's not like that. That's a good point, Samvidya. Okay. So we all have this experience of mind being the friend as well as an enemy. So Krishna says, with the help of the mind, we should deliver ourselves and not degrade ourselves. Mind can deliver us and mind can degrade us also. So what do you mean here? Conquer the mind. Yes, Samvedya.
To be like in control of what's actually like important, like for example, if you're fixated on something, understanding that you don't actually like need to be so focused on it.
Right.
And then once you do that, your mind will become your friend and it will help you.
Ah, right. Very good. So you give the order and the mind follows that. Not that the mind dictates something and then we follow that. We helplessly follow that. So when we do that, that becomes uncontrolled mind becomes our enemy, and controlled mind is becomes our friend, follows the laws of God, and doesn't trouble us. We don't become paranoid of something, and we are elevated day by day. Right? So, what is the mind in this picture? Where is the mind in the picture?
The reins from the horses.
Reins of the horses. One end of the mind is connected to what, and the other end is connected to what?
The five senses and the soul.
5 senses. And the other end is connected to?
The soul.
No.
Intelligence.
Intelligence. Yes, Smriti. See, the charioteer is the intelligence. The reins is the mind. 5 senses are the 5 horses. And then the passenger is the soul. So basically, if a person gets on a chariot, okay, what should be the flow of control? Who should dictate to who? Like, for example, you get on a taxi. Okay, you're a passenger. Who decides where the uh, car goes? Takes
So
you.
the passenger.
The passenger, isn't it? So nowadays in the Uber app, you put the destination. So you put the destination. Who is the passenger in a taxi? Isn't it? So similarly here, the passenger should be able to tell to the driver, okay, or the charioteer where to go, and the driver uses the reins to control, to regulate the horses so that the horses all go in one direction and the passenger reaches where he has to go. But if the control is in the horses, what happens?
If they'll just go everywhere and you fall.
Yeah. Suddenly one of the horses become more powerful, and then they will pull the whole chariot in one direction. The mind will follow the horses, and the charioteer will have no chance, no choice but to just go in the flow of where the horses are taking. And will the passenger go to his destination in that case?
No.
No.
He'll go wherever the horses want.
Ah, that is the true story of all of our lives. This picture is a description of our different levels of existence: physical, mental, intellectual, and spiritual. This is called chariot of the body. But currently, with uncontrolled senses running in different directions, mind is pulled, intelligence has no say, and then the passenger is somehow holding on. He might get into an accident, but definitely there's very less chance that he will reach the destination, because the chariot doesn't go according to his control. So this is what we learn in this chapter. Beyond the mind is the intelligence, and beyond the intelligence is ourselves, the soul. So uh, we have to gather enough knowledge and wisdom, and the intelligence should be able to guide the mind. This is right and this is wrong. And the mind also should be strengthened by practice to be strong than the horses. Generally, the horsepower, we say, right? Horsepower. Horse is very strong of all the animals, even the human beings, even the elephants. That's why horsepower, we calculate. So we need a strong mind, healthy intelligence, spiritual intelligence, and knowledge that I am the soul different from this body. If this passenger thinks that I am the horse, what will happen? If the passenger is thinking I am the horse,
Then he'll just let the horse go wherever it wants.
and he thinks that Whatever is pleasing to the horse is what pleasing to me, and I'm happy by that. If the tongue wants to taste ice cream number 1, ice cream number 2, ice cream number 3, ice cream number 4, so what happens? The passenger thinks that we think that okay, this our consciousness is on the tongue and I have to enjoy the senses. Then the next day we fall sick. We have so many things, we don't know where to stop, right? But if the mind, if the intelligence says, okay, ice cream is good, you can take, but limited quantity, even though the tongue wants to taste, oh, I can taste one more, I can take one more, but then the 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 soul is strong. No, one more will get me into trouble. So let me stop here. One is happiness, one more is trouble. And we should have the strength to stop there. This is just a small thing with respect to ice cream, but there are so many other things that distract us throughout our life. And we go run to that beyond what we should do, and then we are in trouble. So, this is a very important concept of understanding in this chapter to understand the chariot of the body. This is a very unique contribution of Bhagavad Gita. Very attractive, very logical, very scientific presentation of the different layers of our existence. Suppose, you're hurt by someone who's so close to you, you got into a fight, and then you're sad. At that time, whether you're happy or sad, you're sad. But you like the flavorful ice cream is kept in front of you. Would you like to eat it when you're sad? Yes, but still the mind is look.
We wouldn't be like, I wouldn't really do that because I would be like feeling really sad that I like got in a fight with someone close with me. I would.
Right. Very good. Yeah, you can't. Although you want to enjoy, you cannot eat. There are so many times the mind is so heavy that you can't eat. You are all young, you may not have much experience of that, but if you ask the adults, they've had this. The best thing that they want is in front of them, but the mind is so heavy they cannot eat it. Right? So, in this way, we are stuck with the senses and with the mind because we don't know that we are the soul and we are above all this and we can control. So, Krishna is explaining this. Okay, oh, we are already late. Okay. Anyone can recite this verse? Who has not recited so far? Yes, Shlok.
Bandur atamastaisa.
Bandhur atmatmanastasya. Repeat after.
Bandu atatmastasya.
Yenat maivat manajitaha.
Yenait matva manachitaha.
Anatmanastu shatrutve.
Anatmanamastu shatruve.
Vartetatmaiva shatruvat.
Vartet aitmaiva shatruvat.
Okay. So Krishna is telling here one thing. The same mind can become the friend or enemy. When does it become the friend? Yes, Shlok.
And it's in control and it can help you.
When the soul or we have conquered the mind is the best of friends. But when we fail to do so, what happens? The mind remains the greatest enemy. Okay. So Krishna is then saying about how by Ashtanga Yoga you can control the mind. So generally yoga thinks that breathing exercise, physical postures, this asana, that asana, that's right. But that's only a starting part of yoga. See, bodily exercises is only the third part. But there are many different parts leading up to intensified meditation on the Lord and complete absorption. This is 8 limbs. But we don't care about the don'ts, we don't care about the do's, but we only do about the bodily exercises and call it yoga. It's not yoga. Yoga means all the 8 limbs. So, and also do's and don'ts. Krishna is saying this very important verse. Karthik, do you want to recite?
Yukta Yuktahara Viharasya Yukta Chetasya Karmasu Yukta Svapnavabodhasya Yogo Bhavati Dukkha.
Right. Right. So, what he says, we have to be regulated in our habits, not overeating because it's holidays, nothing to do. So, we keep watching devices and on the phone and on the thing endlessly because there's nothing to do, right? That is over recreation. And even after that, like, I don't know if you have experience that you wanted to play say video games, PS5 something, and you play and your mom let you play for half an hour, but then you play for 3 hours. After that, after you hang up or finish, do you feel happy that you played for 3 hours? What's your experience? Yes, Shlok?
You'll feel happy until you understand you have actually played for 3 hours.
You'll be happy until you, but you played for 3 hours or 5 hours or 8 hours, it has to come to an end. But after you close it, how do you feel?
Like you feel like yeah, like I wanted to play more, like something like that.
Right? Because we are not satisfied. That's the quality. Yes, Karthik?
I'm not allowed to play video games, but I've had an experience when I stayed up till I believe my mom said it was 11 watching the PBS station on TV because we both thought it would end at the right time. And I've had another experience where I watched 5 hours in one day and I do not feel good afterwards. I usually start crying about something. I usually start crying about something after that.
Right? Thank you for sharing that, honestly. So you feel a hangover. You want to do more and more and more. You don't want to stop the games. You don't want to do, but even if you do more, you're not happy. But if you set a thing, okay, I'm going to do only this for half an hour, and then after that, I have something else to do, some physical activity, some reading a book, or something else. The mind has got different alternate to switch on, and it will help us positively. So, Krishna is saying it's very important to be regulated by yourself, even from the beginning of your life. If we are like that, regulating our eating, regulating our sleeping, and recreation and work, we can mitigate all material pains. We will not be in trouble because people overeat, oversleep, or over think their mind is always agitated. The body has not got enough rest, ultimately leading to so many diseases. Okay. So, this is a common thing. We want to control the mind, but the mind runs away here and there. Okay. Uh, those who have not read the shloka, anyone wants to read? Adit, yes.
Yato yato nischalati manashchan chalam astiram tatastato niyamaitad atmani eva vasam nayet.
Very good. Okay. So, wherever the mind wanders, we cannot say, oh, I cannot control the mind. It's flickering, it's unsteady. But what he says, bring it back under the control of the self. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Then the mind will listen. Okay. Mind is restless like a child of 2 to 3 years. Have you seen 2-year-old, 3-year-old? Do they sit calm, quiet in a place? What do they do? Karthik? Yeah.
Well, when I was just visiting a friend, we went to see her niece, I believe it was, and she was like 3, and she would just go from this playroom to that playroom, with these dolls to that doll, climbing up here, going down there. They just won't sit still.
Exactly. Yes, Samvedya?
They like walk around and like chatter nonstop.
Walk around, chatter non-stop. Yes, Balavrinda?
Mataji, when I was small, I'm gonna be honest, I used to make a lot of messes. I was like, my mom told me now, like, I was crying, I was like going everywhere. It's just like hard usually when you're like small, you remember like your past life and you start like crying and then you go around. That's that's usually what happens when you're like 2 or 3 years old.
Very good. Yeah. So, mind is restless like a child. Okay, going from one thing to another thing to non-stop chatter because mind is constantly chatting to us something. Okay, restless like a child and uh, ruthless like a bully. Okay, there are people who bully in the school. They say, right? Be cautious of, don't allow you yourself to be bullied. So mind is very ruthless. Sometimes something is not good to us, but the mind will force us to go in that direction if the mind is strong enough and not conquered. So ruthless and relentless like a leech. You know a leech? What does a leech do when it gets on the skin? Yes, Samvedya?
It bites down and sucks the blood.
Yeah. And it's very hard to remove, isn't it? Many times, sometimes very hard to remove that. So, like that way, mind is stuck on one thing. Even if you ignore, it will relentlessly come back again and again and again. So, restless, ruthless, relentless, and like this. So, all over the place. And so, Arjuna is telling this. After Arjuna is telling this. Uh, okay, who can recite this? Let's all take turns. Yes, Shruti.
Could I have some help reciting it?
Yes. Chanchalam hi mana Krishna
Chanchal mihi mana Krishna
pramati balavad dridham
Brahmati Balavadridam
tasyaham nigraham manye
Tasyaham Nikram Manye
vayur iva sudushkaram.
Vayur Iva Sudashkaram.
Good job, Shruti. You followed it nice. So this is how we learn the shlokas. Okay. So what is Arjuna saying here? Mind is restless, turbulent, obstinate, and very strong. And what is he saying? It's more difficult than controlling the wind. Arjuna is saying this. So did Krishna agree? Yes, Arjuna, it's difficult to control the mind, so you don't need to control the mind. Did he say that? Let's see what he said. Who wants to recite? Yes, Jai Radha. Do you want help?
Shri Bhagavan Vacha Asamsayam Mahabahu Manodurnigraham Chalam Apyasena Kaunteya Vairagena Krishyate.
Very good. Wonderful recitation. So Krishna saying, yes, Arjuna, it's very difficult to control the restless mind, but that doesn't mean that you cannot control it. I tell you two tricks to control the mind: Abhyasa and Vairagya. Abhyasa means practice. Every day you practice. And then Vairagya is detachment. Suppose you have to chant every day, right? You have vowed to chant, say 2 rounds every day. And then your mind is saying, no, it's good to watch a TV show than chanting 2 rounds. But at that time, you should be detached from that thought. You should say, stop, mind, I have to chant, and I can do things only after I chant. So that is detachment. So by suitable practice and detachment, it is possible to control the mind. Then Arjuna is asking, what if a person fails to control the mind? What is his failure? Is he completely gone? Perished like a riven cloud, the cloud that, by the wind gets scattered all along, he becomes a non-entity? So Krishna says, no. Okay, who can recite this? I can help someone who has not done so far. Lokashri, Lokshri, do you want to take? I can help you and you can repeat after me.
Okay.
Prapya punya kritam lokan
Prapya punya kritam lokan
ushitva sashvati samaha.
ushitva sasvati samaha
Suchinam Srimatam Gehe
suchinam srimatam gehe
Yoga Brashto Bijayate.
yoga brasto vichayate.
Wow, you followed perfectly. Do you already know this shloka?
No,
Wow, you're amazing. Thank you.
thank you.
So he says that if a person is unsuccessful, he gets to enjoy many, many years on the planets of pious living entities as a as a as a prize for him to even fail in this path. And after that, again, he is born into a family of righteous people who are very spiritually cultured. From the very beginning, he's getting some directions, or in the family of rich aristocracy, in the sense that they are not so poor, they don't need to run to make ends meet. It's not like that. Everything is given in abundance so that he can continue his spiritual path, even for a failure. So, from a beginner position, he takes birth in a rich aristocratic family. But in an advanced position, if a person fails, then he is not interested in richness and this and that. But he doesn't want to waste his time from the very beginning of his life. He takes birth in a family of devotees, and then he learns how to chant, how to do everything from very beginning. And that is awarded after a long practice in the previous life. And if we have gotten into such families, then we should know that we have worked very hard for that in many, many lives, and Krishna has given us this opportunity. We should not let it go. Okay. So, after explaining many things, Krishna says that Bhakti Yoga is like each yoga is like the different step in a ladder. Karma Yoga, then Jnana Yoga, then Ashtanga Yoga, then Bhakti Yoga. Or in other words, if we do Bhakti Yoga, all the other yogas are included in that. In other words, if we proceed from one yoga to another yoga, the culmination or destination of everything is Bhakti Yoga. And that's why Krishna says this as a last verse. Who can recite? Shlok you've already recited, right?
Yes.
Okay, anybody who has not recited? Monica. Monica, you want to recite this verse? Unmute.
Sorry, it was not unmuting. Yoginamapi sarvesham mad गणेतान्तरात्मना श्रद्धावान् भजते यो मां समयुक्ततमो मतः.
Very good. See? Krishna says, of all yogis, one who with great faith always abides in me, thinks of me within himself, and renders transcendental loving service to me, he is the most intimately united with me in yoga and is the highest of all. That is my opinion. Krishna's opinion. Does it matter or no? When Krishna says it's my opinion, of course, right? He says three things a bhakti yogi does. What does he do? Abides in me, thinks of me within himself. So that's why we practice to chant because spontaneously we are not in a position to think of Krishna. We think of so many things throughout the day. But when we chant, at least we dedicate to think about the Lord that time. So we should all take some time out to chant. If it's a holidays, you can chant 4 rounds easily, which only takes 30 minutes. You can even divide it into 15 in the morning and 15 in the evening. But we will get so much spiritual strength.
Mataji, I get time to chant 16.
Very good. That's wonderful. See, 8 and 8, 1 hour each. It's a very good meditation to do. But at least we can do 4, right? At least. So, and rendered service unto him. Chanting is the main service that we can do. We can offer a flower, we can offer a fruit ourselves. We can, at holidays, we can tell our moms that, okay, I will do the offering to Krishna. Then we can take up that service. And what gives that? There is no qualification. It's completely frees us of all sins, and Krishna takes control of our lives. Right? So that's why we chant and then we follow Ekadashi as much as possible. We chant more and then we do Kirtan, we attend the classes, we read Bhagavad Gita, and this way we please the Lord. Okay, so we will say this Panchatattva mantra and Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Okay, so what did we see? We saw in the beginning that Krishna is talking about what? A friend and enemy. Yes, Shlok?
Krishna is talking about how the brain, like the mind, can be like friends at times and like an enemy at times.
Right. So controlled mind becomes a friend and uncontrolled becomes the enemy. But although the mind is so powerful, intelligence is higher than the mind, and we ourselves, the soul, we have so much spiritual power. So we always, we should know why are we doing this? Why should I chant? So we should tell our intelligence again and again, strengthen. And when Arjuna says that, oh, mind is so restless, turbulent, obstinate, and very strong, what did Krishna say? By 2 things. He gave 2 secrets to control the mind. What are the secrets?
Abhyasa and Vairagya.
Abhyasa and Vairagya. What does it mean in English?
Practice and detachment.
Practice and detachment. Every day we are sticking to our practice no matter what. And we are detached from the distractions that take away from our practice. Then Krishna says, which is the best of all yogas? Karthik?
Choose the best of all you guys. I was actually scrolling through trying to find the detachment and
Sorry?
I'm scrolling through the database.
No. Do you remember in the class what we discussed? The top step of the ladder. The best of all yogas or the culmination of all.
Bhakti yoga.
Bhakti yoga. right? Bhakti yoga is all inclusive of all the other yogas. By performing chanting and offering and services, we already perform karma yoga, jnana yoga, ashtanga yoga as a limb of bhakti yoga. Okay, so we will learn the last verse as a memorization for those who have not done 6.40, I think 7, the last verse. Yoginam api sarvesham. So we will memorize that, and the next week we will come for activities. So we will have a break after in the month of July, I think. I'm not sure. I may be traveling for 3 weeks. So we will see if anyone else can do these sessions. If we don't get a substitute teacher, then we'll take a break. But I'm only worried after the break, you will all disappear. You'll forget me. You'll forget this class. Yes, right? How many say I will not forget to join this class after the break?
Will not forget.
I will not forget.
Okay, I'm going to take screenshots of all of you and I will individually text you that please come. Okay. Anyway, next week we have class and maybe a couple weeks after that also. And we will try to get a substitute teacher. If not, only we will take a break. Okay, devotees, thank you all. Okay, do you have any questions? No? So we will do some activities based on this, go through this translations of this chapter. The next week we can do some activities. Okay. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you all very much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Krishna Haribol.
Hare Krishna, Hare Bol.